Namaste Brilliance. My name is Ankit Sharma and we are studying chapter cell. In our last class, we have studied about what is cell, how cells are discovered, and after that we have studied about some classification of cell. Like we have studied about cells classification on the basis of number of cell, on the basis of shape of cell, on the basis of its structure and function. Okay. Now today we are going to start by structure and function of a cell. Okay, so let's start today's class. So in today's lecture we are going to study about the structure and parts of the cell. Okay, so let's start. Cell made up of three main parts. Now what are those parts? Those parts are, the first part is known as plasma or cell membrane. The outermost part of cell is known as plasma membrane or cell membrane. One by one we are going to study about them. After that, the cell consists of cytoplasm. Next one is nucleus. Okay, so if anyone asks you what are the main parts of cell, so what do you say? Plasma membrane, cytoplasm and nucleus. Mainly cell divide into these three parts: plasma membrane, cytoplasm and nucleus. Now let me give you a brief chart that how you can learn all these parts. Okay, so first of all we are having a cell divided into two main parts. Now what are those parts? Those parts are, first is cell membrane, and then second part consists of protoplasm. What it is? Protoplasm. Now protoplasm consists of two parts. Now what are those parts? Those parts are cytoplasm and nucleus. Okay, now cytoplasm divide into three main parts. What are those parts? Okay students, so we are going to study so very first part, you can say cell organelles. I will explain you this chart. Cell organelles, then comes matrix, then comes cell inclusion. Okay, now cell organelles consist of two parts. What are those parts? Membraneless, having membrane. Okay, now having membrane consists of two parts. Single membrane, double membrane. Okay, membraneless, example ribosomes, centriole. Okay, we will study about them. I will explain all this whatever I write. First, give me time to write, and as I am writing, you should also write in a copy so that you can remember this table carefully. Okay, double membrane, mitochondria, and you can write chloroplast. Single membrane, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi body, etc. So now let us try to understand what I write on the board. Okay, so pay attention everyone carefully. What I start with, what is cell? Cell divided into two main parts: cell membrane and protoplasm. Protoplasm divided into two main parts. What is that? Cytoplasm and nucleus we study about that already. Cell consists of three main parts: plasma membrane, cytoplasm and nucleus. So here we are writing same thing. Cell divided into three main parts: cell membrane, cytoplasm and nucleus. Understood? Okay. So this cytoplasm and nucleus, they combine together and form protoplasm. Okay. Now cytoplasm divide into three main types. And what is that type? The cytoplasm consists of fluid, and that fluid is known as matrix. Okay. So what is matrix? Matrix is a fluid present in cytoplasm. Now cytoplasm also contains some organelles which are present in the cells. Okay. So basically in our body we call it as organ because organ are large in size. But what happens inside the cell? Cell consists of small organs, and that's why these organelles are known as organelles. Okay. Now inside the cytoplasm, it also consists of cell inclusion. Now what is cell inclusion? Means whatever comes from outside like glucose, amino acid, vitamin, mineral. So all those things come into the category of cell inclusion. Now after that, cell organelles are of two main types. Some are having a membrane, some don't have a membrane. Some are membraneless. So example of those cell organelles which are membraneless are ribosomes and centriole. And after that, those cell organelles which have membrane, so some contain two membrane, some contain single membrane. So example of those organelles which contain single membrane are endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi body, and which contain double membrane are mitochondria and chloroplast. Okay. So basically endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi body, ribosome, centriole, mitochondria, chloroplast. So we are going to study all these things into the category of cell organelles, and which we are going to study in this chapter. Okay. So it is a brief and very short description that what we have to learn and what we have to study. And don't worry students, because we are going to study each and every term in detail right here in this top chapter. Okay. So let's start. Okay. Now I am moving further to the cell organelles. Okay. So our topic is cell organelles, and the first topic in cell organelles is vacuole. Okay. We will cover vacuole later. So first start the first topic, that is plasma membrane. So let's start. Plasma membrane. Okay students, we are studying by the very first part, plasma membrane. Okay students, so what is plasma membrane? Plasma membrane is also known as cell membrane. Cell membrane. Okay, it is the outermost part of cell. Okay, so basically cell membrane or plasma membrane is the outermost part of the cell. Okay, so it consists of it is made up of two main substances, and that substance is lipid and protein. So what you can say, that plasma membrane is made up of two main substances, lipid and protein. Now what is lipid? Lipid is basically fats. Okay, so it is made up of fats and protein. Okay, that's our plasma membrane is made up of. So plasma membrane is the outermost part of the cell, and it is made up of lipids and proteins. Now plasma membrane has some function. So let's study the function of plasma membrane. Okay friends. So very first is it protects the cell. The very first function is plasma membrane, cell membrane protect the cell. Second function, it separates the inner material of cell, or you can say it separates the cell from the external environment. Okay, from the external environment. Okay. Next up, third function is it is semi-permeable. It is semi-permeable membrane. It is a very main characteristic of this plasma membrane. That is it allow only certain substance to pass through it. Okay, so let us study about the first topic of this, that is plasma membrane. Plasma membrane, also known as cell membrane. So it is the outermost boundary, or you can say outermost layer of the cell. Okay, now cell membrane is made up of two main parts, that is lipid and protein. Now cell membrane has some function to it. It protects the cell from the foreign bodies. Next thing, it separates the cells or from the external environment, or it separates the internal material which is present inside the cell from the outer environment. The third and the main function of cell membrane is it is semi-permeable in nature. Semi means for some substance. Permeable means allow. Understand? Semi means some. Permeable means allow. Membrane means layer. Okay. So cell membrane is semi-permeable in nature. That means it depends on cell membrane that which substance is going to come inside the cell or which substance is not allowed to come inside the cell. It's like you, whenever you enter into the classroom, so you ask the permission of a teacher, sir or ma'am, may I come in? So the same function is done by the plasma membrane. The plasma membrane allows a material to either come inside the cell or do not come inside the cell. So it depends upon the plasma membrane. So next up with cell wall. Okay, cell wall. So what is cell wall? Cell wall is the outermost. It is the outermost part of plant cell. Plant cell. Understand, students? So if I am talking about animal cell outer part is plasma membrane, but in the case of plant cell, we are having the outer part is cell wall. That means the outer boundary is cell wall. Inside the cell wall, inner boundary is known as cell membrane. Is it clear, students? Now the cell wall, it is made up of cellulose. Okay, cell wall is made up of mainly cellulose. Okay, so let's study the function of cell wall. Okay, so very first function, it provide shape to cell. Okay, so basically whatever the shape is the plant are going to have, so the shape is given by the cell wall. Basically the plants are not allowed to move. Okay, so that's why the cell wall is basically rigid in shape, because the plant do not require movement too much. Okay, so that's why the shape is given by the cell wall. Okay, second function, it provide strength. Okay, so what it means, basically the strength to a cell is given by the cell wall. The cell wall provide the strength, it make it stronger. Okay, so that the cell do not break easily. And the last and the main point is it is freely permeable. Freely permeable. So like student, we have studied above that cell membrane is semi-permeable. Permeable means allow. Okay, semi means some. But in the case of cell wall, it is freely permeable. Freely means no substance is allowed to stop. Okay, so cell wall allow all the material, either in the case of protein, either amino acid, either no matter what it is, cell wall allow all all substance to come inside the cell. It gives permission that all substance can come inside the cell, but the main discussion or the main permission is given by the cell membrane. Okay, so in this way you can study about plasma membrane and cell wall. Okay, so after that we are going to study about the cytoplasm, and I think this much topic will be sufficient to you. We will have plenty of time and we will study slow by slow. Okay, so let me give you just brief introduction of cytoplasm. Like, what is cytoplasm? Cytoplasm is a fluid. Okay, it is jelly-like substance which is mainly present in the cell membrane and in the nucleus. So nucleus, what is nucleus? Nucleus work as the brain of the cell. That means all the decision like in your body is taken by the brain. Similarly, in the case of cell, all the decision, all the things, all the step is taken by the nucleus. Okay, so what is cytoplasm? Cytoplasm is a fluid which is present between the plasma membrane and in the nucleus. Okay, so this fluid is known as cytoplasm. Okay, cytoplasm have different function, and cytoplasm consists of three main things like we have studied. It consists of cell inclusion, it consists of cell organelles, and it consists of a fluid or jelly-like substance which is known as cytosol or matrix. Remember the word cytosol or matrix. Okay, so guys, I think this much will be sufficient for you. So I would like to end my lecture here. So keep on studying, utilize your time carefully. Namaste.